as much right to take over as you.
I only got one question.
Who named you leader?
Drop the ego from the sky and watch the mind explode. The impact cleared a path to a winding road. So what's the purpose to our travels if on the surface to the universe we just some dirt on a piece of gravel? Deprogrammed brain from a digital dream. Met the wolves trying to see the forest for the trees. Touched many new lows through experience. Life and death, yet not that serious. Red crows fall from the sky like a cascade. Dive bombing for the crawlers and the grass blades. From the start, fortified signals circulate. We brethren from the heart of the galaxy. I say a lot when the snare hit the eardrums. Organize my thoughts to reveal that I fear some. Hit the thrusters, off to a better land, and hope we don't land on a planet when the storm is at hand. We find comfort in the same security that holds us back and leaves us wrapped up in certainty. Emergency, another day about to die. Let's watch the shadows of the leaves turn into the sky. Not certain why I crashed and burned and turned up fine. I'm learning why I need to cross the line and merge with time and keep it moving, only losing when I hold back and sit idle at the edge of the launch pad. Yo, and sit idle at the edge of the launch pad. And sit idle at the edge of the launch pad.
This is main mission. All sections report.
Come on. The gurney section, we have audio contact. Video systems gone. Service section, lost all power. Operating an emergency system.
Medical section poor. Explosive decompression in 2 compartments. Area sealed off. No leaks. Sufficiently operative to accept casualties.
No, I can make it. I can make it.
Launch pad, shake when the pen hit. Clenched fist, energy relentless, tremendous. Steady when we exit, extra dimensions where time gets suspended. Trained in the symphonic sun rays, unscathed but the road stayed unpaved. Most days I ain't crossing looking both ways, but I got eyes in the back blinking opaque. Closed case, your set getting flatlined. Mics get blessed, beats get baptized. Blast wide, open mind, channel vibes. Low-eyed, phantom with the panther stride. Offset, gems in the gauntlet. Ominous, cosmic, subconscious. At war with infinity, sorcery and divinity. Forced into symmetry. I saw my notepad turn to a scripture. Vivid rhyme schemes weaving a picture. This is my dream, seen as a listener. Sound beam drifter, deep in the mixture. Drenched, yeah, soaked in the sun mist. Rain clouds break day when they untwist. Break ground when the earth get punished. Starve for destruction, thunder in the stomach, covet. Notes from the stone pad, ripples in the river paint the picture when they float past. Hold back, nothing, let it hit the breeze. Sort it out, explore the route to inner peace. Open case, breath is electric. Hold weight like the wordplay metric. Curve waves turn brains to a head trip. Train with the lessons, saved and replenished. Smash, mics getting blasted. Word wrath, turn your cipher into ashes. Turn back, hold earth on its axis. Mapped out galactic, travel established. I saw my notepad turn to a scripture. Vivid rhyme schemes weaving a picture. This is my dream, seen as a listener. Sound beam drifter, deep in the mixture.
Only you knew how much I do love
There is more to you than just this brief speck of existence. You are just a visitor here in this time and this place, a traveler through it.
Where am I going? Well, it seems to me that the writer must use all things human and all things that impinge upon the human being as his raw material, which you can say briefly, he uses the universe.
Every living thing in its minuscule way is an energy source.
Light body beam shot straight from the great void. Caught the vessel by the planet where they shape noise. First one slick, salamander skin slipped down every rock till he found ground dim lit. That's where he stayed, finding rhythm in the ripples. Underneath the rock, bubbles pop, drops dribble. Solitude till the end, spirit transcend to the bird, picking worms just to keep the youngins fed. Never too much gluttony, good for nobody. On a journey, wings flapping, bird spirit, current body. Appreciated the skies and gave thanks with a song from the beak from a tree where the leaves hang. Loving how he could sing, but he needed conscious states to break away from instinct. Next cycle round, body beast on the ground. Fur coat brown, temperamental Wolverine now. Never neglect, spirits steer us many ways. Only fear the path that samsara paves. Grass blades, sharks in the caves. What's the next vessel when the body part ways? From the light that you hold long term in the maze. Old soul searching sound waves. Carnivore, devour game as big as deer. Living underground cause it's cold all year. Body and brain wired for savage killing fests. Slayed enough to feed the family but never flexed. Clever with the skills, pulling food out the traps. Not getting snapped from the jaws by the latch. Used to sneak by the cabin when the lights were low and heard the sounds from the phonograph out the window. Return visit, unable to explain the comfort of the body, mind, soul, and brain. Next, vacation found a fortunate realm. Deeper concentration training broke the door to the cell. Took the first of many forms as a higher mind channel. Trudging through the storms as a bipedal mammal. Learning, developing, alert around the skeleton. And when the sounds merge with the words, purpose felt again. Never neglect, spirits steer us many ways. Only fear the path that samsara paves. Grass blades, sharks in the caves. What's the next vessel when the body part ways? From the light that you hold long term in the maze. Old soul searching sound waves. Where you going?
The lizard lying in the noontime sun. The lizard lying in the noontime sun.
Yes,
the lizard lying in the noontime sun.
We're traveling.
The lizard lying in the noontime sun.
Where am I going?
The lizard lying in the noontime sun.
I don't know.
The lizard lying in the noontime sun surveys his domain from a red and lonely rock. I see also dragonflies on the milkweed and gophers in the yellow grass.
You asked about me?
And the air is so warm.
I knew lilacs when I was young, and long rough hollyhocks and green melons and kites above green trees. And once along some forgotten river, I coached a crippled heron back to hell.
There is no way in which we can travel from our background to the fantastic background, which may involve magic, elves, fairies, and so on. But we can at least conceivably travel from our background by appropriate changes.
What about our communications with Earth? Any chance of restoring contact?
Very little, sir. We've lost all direct communication. All I can get is this report being broadcast.
Put it up on the big screen.
So, light always triumphs over darkness. We shall soon see about that.
Open the door, severed deer head, body lie beside the lines. Painted by man, bass slam as I drive by. A new time, they tell me unplug the tape recorder. Had the same disorder since a young punk skateboarder. Ain't tryna hear shit, rather sit where eagles soar above all the pettiness. So high that I forgot the order. Borderline hoarder, ceiling to the floor, the wax packed tight like a shell shoved inside a mortar. Flip a quarter, I'll dip and take a quest to mortar. Cause I've been known to pick it up and leave and not warn ya. Life's too short to ignore the lights that might allure ya. Be a mind explorer, form and change the course before ya. There's much more to this than you can feel with your hands. And scientific's conveniently created by man, told by man, controlled by man, distributed and written, bought and sold by man. It's not what you thought, caught up in the tangible. Doc brought the ink blots, you spot the animal. Followed the spirit to a clearing way beyond self, and sat inside the pyramid, watched the walls melt. We all felt so much unexplained. Connect the dots, give it a name. Change the lanes in your thoughts, cross the avenue. Light cracked through the outline you could travel through.
Overhead, the heavens opened up, and down through the inky clouds flashed a brilliant bolt of white light. In a split second, it crashed onto the very tip of the sword.
I lead the horde with a broken sword and wrote the score with blood splat shaped like notes up on the poster board. Open the door, the ocean hit the shore. The potion poured inside this glass will twist your ship for sure. I seen 1,000 hands spinning like a fan. I seen a mountain hold a crowd and then a mountain sand. It wasn't built to last, they wasn't meant to stay. So many of us say it's fucked up anyway. I see the sound waves, they always on display. Full color spectrum, visual array. I seen the plans I made fade into the maze. The blue sparks spray when the pen hit the page. I seen the other side, it's hard to describe. It involves beings that you can't personify. A language unknown, never before heard, but somehow I recognized every single word. It's not what you thought, caught up in the tangible. Doc brought the ink blots, you spot the animal. Followed the spirit to a clearing way beyond self, and sat inside the pyramid, watched the walls melt. We all felt so much unexplained. Connect the dots, give it a name. Change the lanes in your thoughts, cross the avenue. Light cracked through the outline you could travel through.
Even the gods watched on in amazement, as in a blinding moment, the molecules danced and swirled in a kaleidoscopic pattern of energy and change.
Once again, the incredible problem of communicating with creatures who speak no language known to man.
Drugs, dogs, and sorcerers. Sorceries there is the Greek word pharmakia. What has happened to you? There's such a change.
I don't know what was in his mind, but I do know that something happened out there. Something neither you nor I can understand. It's haunting him, destroying him.
After all this time, you don't still believe that story of his about a monster?
Come on! Only, you're gonna have to move fast. Something strange going down.
When the flames engulf, the hellhounds take form of the digital wolves. The pivotal birth occurred when the spinning of words was heard. Splintering boards when the energy curved. I'm pinning you nerves to wheels for the dagger. Practice stagger backwards, backflipping, catch a hatchet. Can't hack it, it's savage, unorthodox. I grab a cactus and bite the button off the top. I launch a shot across the grid through a vast dimension. Attack your henchmen, sent in galactic brethren. Marching with carcasses, carving through forests. We starving for blood of your sons and your harlots. Earth gets parted, stars break apart. hard when I aim for the skies and my rhymes discharge. Rip parts out frames, Kalima Shakti Day. Rot away in a temple of slime and decay. Half man, half hallucination, half an acid sheet in my hand while the moon is raising, illuminating, brain in aluminum casing. The movements fade like a moving train racing. I heard the pacing of the centipede steps in the basement with the ketamine breath. Smell the hiss of the viper, all senses hyper. Saw through the mist and clenched the fire. You ain't sick like this, I literally got my fix when I watch the blood droplets drip. The monster sits up in the pit, ominous, where the goblins built a metropolis. Spill exhaust, exhale, fall, crawl through the teeth from the smoke of the dimethyltryptamine. Rip the seams of the space-time fabric, it's madness. The pixelated canine rhyme ravage.
Whoops! I blew it. Lost my attention, my grip, and next on the list is my life.
But a new element is added to the picture.
Each morning I awake and begin all over again. The windows are shuttered. The room is dark.
Eyelids separate when they close gates. Dream state fade away in the headspace. Black circles, dilated dark walls. Not yet hit by the glow of the fireball. No time to wonder why. Movement automatic. Horizontal line, dollar sign problematic. Operate at times autopilot. Light stay lit in the soul, gotta find it. Open the entrance to the residence. I see the trees but the forest more prevalent. Still the shape of the woods transform, like the clouds in the eye of a storm. Main idea vague, ever changing. The evergreens on the peaks rearranging. Catch the water from the snow when it trickle down. Sweat beads drip off the dips in the brow. Human hands meant to construct. The feet and legs meant to work together on the hunt. So why we act like the grind ain't part of the plan? Through the trees, see the sun peek over the land. The scheme, the big painting in the frame. I hold it sacred, staying in the same lane. But the path curves and sometimes stops where the leaves lay undisturbed by the rocks. Twigs crack, wings flap on the dispatch. Think back when the roots grew through the ash. Thought it might be impossible to build it up. Still don't know if the earth lay still enough. Still I'm up when the sun cut through the trunks. No matter what, can't stop when I had enough. The helicopter, seed pods spinning the breeze. To build a forest, I try to see for the trees. Born to see more than what disorder breeds. Explore the scene uphill where the border leads. There's more than meets the eyes of the hawk. The shadow on the green canopy float across with the kills in the claws, headed back to the nest. I won't exhaust all the skills in my set. Spread it thick, lush and healthy. The quick route is a thinned out helping. The elk drink from a stream that's constant. Flow don't stop in the motion of progress. Offering life from death in the talons. Each one need one for the balance. Surrounded by breath clandestine. Lost my step but I kept my direction. Etched into the side of a tree was a map of the landscape incomplete.
Well, yes, of course that happened. It's impossible for me to give a character that much of my emotion, identify with him that strongly, for that length of time, without fiction and reality beginning to meld somewhat. I am an alien, and so are you.
I am a wanderer too, going over silver red mountains in search of music people, walking down along special shores to find the sun I need, traveling through cities.
Can you tell us what happened when you returned to Earth?
Yes. We've come out of the depths into some sort of huge cavern.
It's a kind of a beach. And look, a city. There may be live beings down here.
I must stop. This is a fantastic discovery.
Yo, late night, lamplight, trying to get the plan right. Reflections of the day shape the feelings that I can't fight, much less identify. Must get centralized, catch the vibe, situate the thoughts and let the pen glide. Fan blade spinning, push a cool breeze through the four corners that I choose to fuse together my piece. Just a quarter day ago, plus a few hours more, I was moving with many beings choosing to explore the steel beams in the fountain by the shores of the river with the clipper dripping liquid out the pores. The sun felt much needed, still wrapped in wintertime. Pale skin up in the lab is where I usually keep it. It ain't a secret, I want every day to be a weekend with my peeps who try to keep the peace and not just speak it. Peace to Parker, peace to Reason. Cypher in the park was decent. Underneath the tree we caught the shade from how the leaves were leaning. Dip with the missus, copped a slice, but they ain't selling booze. But that's alright this evening, don't need it, feeling cool. Ain't nothing running through my system but some coffee beans ground down, strained with water, heated up, my cup steams. You never know when today could be your best yet. Usually in hindsight we wish we would've known it then. I roll a pen across the paper till the line ends. The choice is mine, how I choose to view the time I spend. Went down like this. Late night, lamplight, trying to get the plan right. Reflections of the day shape the feelings that I can't fight, much less identify. Must get centralized, catch the vibe, situate the thoughts and let the pain glide.
Travel through. Travel through. And in the depressed district of the city,
Great birds stretch their stiff, feathered wings, while other birds, night predators, return home to their lairs in caves and hollow trees. But this morning, the peace and tranquility of the forest is shattered by a strange intruder.
The sound of a bird broke the spell. Who are you?
Up in the city where the planet freeze and the sun barely poked through the canopy, where the people talking more than they doing shit, speaking to me stupid, acting like I'm new at this. They seek approval, kid, from their bosses. Before they say that it's dope, they tread cautious. Your whole team looking like it's a bunch of fucking sheep waiting for guidance. The space pirate on the earth to air you out. It turned out y'all ain't worth a breath except for mouth. So bring your skills out, it's about to be a tragedy. Like some fucked up construction on a balcony. Hey yo, my rhyme spit venomous. The style master, crafted with the penmanship. You tried to sell your soul, but ain't nobody buying it. You corny like a rookie act, announcing their retirement. This ain't the same house that I used to know. While we sit back and watch it all erode, I can't argue that. Time is money though, and I know it's a fact. I ain't got a lot of both, but fuck you and your one-shot money scheme. I do this shit cause it runs through my bloodstream, unseen like the Red Crow. I can't invest in the company of foes. Now while I smack blood out the phonograph, you need to sit back and unfold your map. What the fuck you still doing here? You trying to set the shit back a fucking 100 years? There's not enough beers to dump inside my face. Forget about you fucks, numb the pain and hibernate. Medicate, I've been in that trap though. I made it out, still choking on the shrapnel. I've been my own worst enemy since the first day that's displayed in my memory. Deadly remedies to muffle up the voices. Looking back, there was some fucked up choices. Hip-hop, let the head breathe. The head nod, set speed, then my chest beat. Now picture this, middle finger in my outro, while y'all sit and try to figure out your clown show. This ain't the same house that I used to know. While we sit back and watch it all erode, I can't argue that. Time is money though, and I know it's a fact. I ain't got a lot of both, but fuck you and your one-shot money scheme. I do this shit cause it runs through my bloodstream, unseen like the Red Crow. I can't invest in the company of foes.
dreadful screeching sound. The repulsive bird flapped its feathered wings and lurched skyward.
Go play with your pet birdie somewhere else, okay?
He felt that his whole world had been shattered, and even his music no longer mattered.
Realizing that the pills are drugs designed to keep his mind and senses dulled, puts them aside and spends his nights thinking.
Oh, my. Where am I? You're on the ground. Oh, thanks. Thanks, all of you. You are really flying high.
10 years of being hooked on the devil's bait. What happened? What happened?
You could start your story right at your beginning. Because in the beginning...
Broken motor pistons. Where to start? Mind paired with the heart. First breath of air, it was there according to the charts. Some say it's born from devil's flame. Several levels measure pain. Devastated families and puzzled many brains. Small kid wished to live in alternate realms. Saw no fault of himself, not knowing he was following hell. Rather draw than pay attention in class. The wind passed through the clouds and his head floated with the draft. A lonely path, self-centered and not knowing that the young years will fly by, regrets will hold you back. Took a pass on chemicals longer than most. Strong-willed, but still not skilled enough to kill the ghost that took control when he let the controls go. But you could never know how your story could unfold. His soul froze in space and watched the time erode. A ticking time bomb, he let the pin inside the skin explode. Couldn't see you then, sure as hell to see you now. Should've seen the end, still here and wondering how. The question remains, can I make it without going down? Yeah. The answer appears when it's too late to turn around. What I touch, take a devastating hit. Escalating quick, sick, stuck up in the grips. Fucking with this shit so much, I'm in its clutch. Never thought I'd see the side of life, let alone live it up. Reality's gone, I'm in the lost realm. Tried to open my mind, but locked it in a cell. Couldn't tell when I hurt or when I helped. Self-well felt when the death got dealt. And it did quite more than one instant. Not figurative, I'm speaking realistics. Feeling privileged that I kicked it. Life force given, driven through mystics. Had to destroy and rebuild, and stay grateful every day walking uphill. Yeah, but I'm liking the climb. The pain fresh up in the mind. Stay praying that I stay in line. Couldn't see you then, sure as hell to see you now. Should've seen the end, still here and wondering how. The question remains, can I make it without going down? The answer appears when it's too late to turn around.